If you're frustrated, exhausted, and honestly just confused because your cockapoo is reacting at every single dog or person as soon as they step outside, you're scrolling on YouTube, reading forums, trying to understand what's going on, and the information just seems overwhelming and confusing, well, you're not alone. And in this video today, I'm going to run you through a 4-step blueprint, and it's the only 4 steps that you will need to solve your cockapoo's reactivity forever. If you're confused, this video will clear all of that up. There's no gimmicks, there's no confusing advice, there's simple, actionable steps that build off each other so you can work through these in order and you will have a game plan then moving forward with your reactive cockapoo. Step number 1 is having a reliable daily structure. So imagine a friend signed up to run a marathon, they've never ran in their life, and you ask them, wow, that's going to be a lot of training, how are you preparing for that? And your friend goes, I don't know, I'll work it out. You'd probably be a little bit confused. You'd probably say to them, you probably need a training plan in place to make sure you're ready for that big event. Reactivity training with your cockapoo is no different. If you do not have a reliable daily structure and a plan in place, you are playing this game on hard mode. It is the first thing that I do with all of my reactive clients, and it is a game changer for a lot of dogs. There's a couple of things in this daily schedule that you want to make sure you've ticked off for your reactive cockapoo. Hey everyone, sorry for the interruption. Just very quickly, I want to let you know about the free cockapoo reactivity training that I have put together. The 3 pillars about how to fix your cockapoo's reactivity. Every single owner I speak to gets this wrong. They miss these 3 pillars and it basically guarantees that their cockapoo's always going to be reactive. However, you get this right and life with your cockapoo will change. It is completely free and it is linked in the description. Don't miss it. Here's how to start. Track a full day with your cockapoo and ask yourselves these 3 questions. Number 1, are they getting enough sleep? 14 to 18 hours a day on average, your cockapoo should be sleeping. Number 2, is my cockapoo getting enough physical exercise? Out, running, playing, doing those things. Number 3, is my cockapoo getting enough mental stimulation and enrichment? And I'm not talking about some cheap bit of plastic shoved in a crate. I'm talking about new sights, sounds, smells, and experiences for your cockapoo. Ask yourself this honestly, track a couple of days, and you'll have your first answer there. Then make a realistic schedule for you and your cockapoo. Notice the word realistic. Don't be saying you're going to be getting up at 4 a.m. and doing all this because it's not going to happen. Pick something you can realistically stick to for an elongated period of time, whether that's 15 minutes a day or 45 minutes a day. This routine will give your cockapoo predictability and stability, which is absolutely key for reactive dogs. And here's a very rough draft of what a daily routine might look like for your reactive dog. Once you've got this in place, you can move on to step 2. Step number 2 is to fulfill your cockapoo's drives. So your cockapoo, cute as they are, was not bred to sit on your lap. They are a mix of 2 highly intelligent working breeds, and we have to respect that if we want to sort their reactivity. You're going to do this in 2 different ways. Number 1 is going to be playing with your cockapoo. Play should be intense, it should be competitive, and it should be cooperative. Watch any of my other videos and you will see breakdown tutorials of how to play properly with your cockapoo. Second thing that I'm big on is off-lead freedom for your cockapoo. Now, if your cockapoo isn't trained to come back, then just do this on a long line, but give them that time to sniff and explore and let Mother Nature do the fulfilling for you. Implement these 2 things on top of your daily schedule and you will notice a monumental shift in your cockapoo's reactivity. Step number 3 is motivation. So 2 questions for you. Would you work without a reward? So would you show up for work if you weren't getting paid? Probably not. And if you did, how would the quality of your work look? Probably not great. Why? Because incentives drive everything for animals and your cockapoo is no exception. We want to make our cockapoo a willing and active participant in our training. How we do that is by harnessing their motivation. Easiest way you can do this is with their food. So instead of free feeding and leaving out bowls all day, make sure your cockapoo is on a high quality diet. Make sure they're being fed good stuff and not Skittles. Then for your morning and evening training session, use your cockapoo's daily allowance of food to reward them for the behaviors that you want to see. This doesn't have to be complicated to begin with. Bring your cockapoo's food out with you on a walk, and every time they do something you like, simply let them know and give them some food. Again, you will notice a huge shift in your Cockapoo's engagement with you and desire to engage with you by just doing this one simple step. Couple of caveats here. Don't worry about relying on treats. If you're feeding your Cockapoo a high quality diet, this is more than enough for them. And if your Cockapoo is a little overweight, feed them based on their ideal weight, not their current weight. So your Cockapoo should come in at the hips. If they don't, you might need a little bit of a diet. Once you have this, then you can move on to step number 4, which is building a clear communication system with your Cockapoo. For you to keep this super simple with your reactive Cockapoo, there are 2 markers that matters. A yes marker, saying I like that, please do more of that in the future, and a no marker. I don't like that, please do less of that in the future. Once you have this clarity with your Cockapoo, then it's easy because you have a daily schedule in which they're routine and they're fulfilled and they're getting everything that they need. We're making sure then that they're motivated, so they're happy and willing to work with us, and we have clarity about what we're expecting in any given moment, and we're able to give our Cockapoos feedback on what they get right and what they get wrong. So you very much have the how and the blueprint that you need to transform your Cockapoo's reactivity. But what you might need is an understanding about the implementation. And guess what? That's exactly what I help Cockapoo owners with every single day. So if you're struggling with your Cockapoo's reactivity and you just want to have a conversation about it, understand what's going on and maybe how I can help you, you can click the link below, book a one-to-one call with me, where we can find out a little bit more about what's going on and most importantly, how to change things moving forward. And if you enjoyed this video, I guarantee you're going to love this one even more.